Photographers, today I'm going to show you how you can market your photography business in 2026. So the times are changing and you need to keep up with them. First of all, who am I? I'm Savo from Weblingo. I'm the head of marketing, and together with the founder, we've built the S2C Stranger to Client system. We've also helped photographers scale to over 100 grand per year by installing this said S2C system. We've also generated over $150,000 in revenue for photography businesses in the last 5 months. We've developed AI-powered client acquisition strategies designed specifically for creative service providers. And our photographers consistently book 3 to 5 times higher rates than their competitors using the exact same methods that we teach in our content. So you have a challenge with your photography business. You probably don't have a revenue problem, but you have a predictability problem. Maybe you're busy right now, booked for the next 6 weeks, making decent money. But the question is, how long will this keep up? Where are your leads coming from next quarter? And if the answer is I'm not sure or probably referrals, then you need to watch this video. You're relying on hope instead of systems. So there are 5 challenges that every photographer faces. Challenge 1 is uncertain lead flow. Even when you're fully booked today, it's hard to predict what happens next month. There's no consistent pipeline, and it's just hoping referrals keep coming or that your social media continues to work. So what's missing is a proactive system that generates leads on demand. The second challenge is inconsistent income. 3 months ago, you made 18K. Last month, you made 4K. This month, you're at 11K. The ups and downs make it hard to plan, scale, or even feel confident about the business. Again, what's missing is a system, a consistent lead nurturing that smooths out the peaks and the valleys. The third challenge is price resistance and ghosting. You send pricing and they disappear, or they come back asking if you can go lower. You're constantly explaining your value instead of being seen as the obvious choice. What's missing is building authority and trust before price ever comes up. This shouldn't be an issue. If you have authority and trust, your clients won't doubt your prices. Okay, so the fourth challenge is spending a lot of time on marketing with little return. You're posting on Instagram, creating reels, responding, engaging with followers. It takes over 15 hours a week. But when you look at where your bookings actually come from, social media rarely shows up. What's missing is focus on activities that directly generate qualified leads. In this video, I'm going to show you what these activities are. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you basically every single method that you can use to get clients and for your specific niche. So I'm going to go through specific types of photography, wedding photography, corporate, pet, family. Just stay tuned. So the fifth challenge and the last challenge is over-reliance on 1 or 2 lead sources. Most of your business comes from Instagram or referrals or one key partnership. So, if that source changes or even dries up, you're in big trouble. What's missing is diversified lead generation systems with multiple channels working together. So let's say when someone in your city needs a photographer, what they do is first of all, they Google. They're looking for photographers in their city, Austin photographer or Chicago headshot photographer. Next up, they ask their network, what's your go-to photographer? Who do you use? And then they get referrals. And then the third one is they get recommended by a vendor, venue, or agency that they already work with. Instagram isn't part of that journey. It's just pure brand awareness. It can work, but it shouldn't be your central channel. The reach has collapsed. Back in 2019, when you posted a piece of content, you would reach 40% of your followers. In 2023, that number went down to 8%. And next year, it's predicted to go down to 3 to 5%. Since we're marketers, we always look at these numbers. Even with 10,000 followers, only 300 to 500 people see your posts. And most of these people are other photographers and not potential clients. You're posting for other photographers, not for clients. You're spending 15 to 20 hours per week creating content, getting engagement from other photographers, but it's not converting to the bookings that you need. You're just focusing on the wrong activities. And marketing solves all of these problems. The photographers who are making multiple six figures per year are not necessarily more talented than you. This is what I've been saying every video basically. It's not about the better portfolio. They're not even working 80-hour work weeks. Many of them don't even post on Instagram that often. They simply have lead generation systems that generate them clients that work independently of social media. They have Google SEO that brings them 10 to 15 inbound searches per month. They have outreach systems that generate them 3 to 5 qualified conversations per week. They have referral systems that turn every client into 2 to 3 more clients. And you can see that the growth is basically exponential when you set up the right referrals. They have partnership networks that send them leads automatically. They have multiple channels working together for consistent results. You want to smooth out those peaks and the valleys. And the way you do that is this exactly. You know where next quarter's bookings are coming from. And that's the difference between a photography hobby and a business that actually works. You want to make sure it's consistent. So in this guide, what does it cover? It's not just another post consistently tutorial. I've looked at basically every single photography marketing guide that's been posted on YouTube. I've taken all of their scripts, I've revised them, and I made this into one clear, long guide that basically shows you how you can make money in 2026 and onward. Right now, we're in Q4 of 2025, and this stuff applies now and in the future. I decided to make this video as evergreen as possible because the principles of marketing remain the same. So let me tell you what this video covers. It's the complete lead generation system for local photographers. I'm going to tell you the 6 marketing channels that actually generate bookings, not just engagement. If you want to show up in Google for photographers in your city, I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you the outreach system to find and close ideal clients proactively. Then I'll show you how to turn them into an automated referral engine. Then you're going to see how to get more value from existing client relationships. You're also going to see how to structure your content and where to put it so decision makers actually see it. And then lastly, I'm going to show you how to build partnerships that send you leads consistently. By the end, you're going to have a clear plan for where your leads come from for the next 90 days. So take the time to watch this 30 to 40 minute video. I don't know how long it's going to be because trust me, it's going to pay off. So let me tell you the 6 marketing channels that actually work. First of all, before I tell you, you should pick 3 based on your niche and commit for 90 days. Later on in this video, I'm going to tell you what specifically you should choose for your niche. But let's do a quick introduction. For B2B photographers, these are business to business photographers. This includes headshot, branding, product, real estate, food, commercial. The best marketing channel is Google SEO. You need to be found when the right people search. The second one is Dream 100 Outreach. You're going to find ideal clients directly. The third channel are referral systems. These are past clients that send you business. The fourth channel is upselling previous clients. You get more value per client. The fifth one is LinkedIn content that positions you as the expert. It's for authority. And the sixth one is strategic networking, where you meet decision makers in person. Now for B2C photographers, these are wedding, family, newborn, pet photographers. Google SEO, that's also number 1. You need to be found when they search. When people are looking for a photographer, first thing they do, they go on Google, they look up photographer in my city. The second thing you can do are Facebook ads. This is paid traffic to specific offers. The third thing is email and DM retention to re-engage past clients. The fourth channel are again Dream 100, but this time with partnerships. Venues and vendors will send you clients once you set this up. The fifth one is Facebook and Instagram groups with a strategic community presence. And sixth one, again, strategic networking. Meet your market face to face. So the first channel, the most important one arguably, is Google SEO. So what is it? It's local search optimization so you show up when people Google your city photographer. It works because most people start their photographer search on Google and not on Instagram. If you're not on page 1, you're invisible to 90% of local buyers. What you need is an optimized Google business profile, a website built for local search and conversion oriented, consistent reviews from past clients, and regular updates on the business profile showing that you're active. The time investment is around 10 hours of upfront setup and a 1 hour a week maintenance. The expected results are 5 to 15 qualified leads per month from people actively searching for a photographer. The cost is free if you do it yourself, and from 500 to a couple thousand if you hire someone. The second channel is Dream 100 Outreach. So what is it? You identify your 100 ideal clients or partners and systematically reach out to them until they book or partner with you. It works because you're finding clients instead of waiting for them to find you. High ticket buyers do not impulse purchase from Instagram. They need multiple touch points and trust building. If you reach out to them, they're going to naturally look for you online. So what you need is a list of target clients or partners, a way to find their contact info, a compelling reason for them to respond, and a consistent follow-up system. So for B2B, you should target companies that need your services. These are tech companies that need headshots, restaurants that need food photography. For B2C, you should target partnership opportunities. These are wedding venues, event planners, makeup artists. The time investment is only 5 hours per week, but be prepared to invest more. So the expected results are between 3 and 5 qualified conversations per week, 1 to 2 new bookings per month, or 3 to 5 partnership relationships that send ongoing referrals. So the math is 1 5K corporate booking from outreach is equal to 100 plus hours of Instagram posting in terms of time spent on acquiring this customer. On to channel 3, referral systems. What is it? It's an automated sequence that keeps you top of mind with past clients and systematically asks them to refer you to their network. It works because referred leads close at a 60% rate compared to 15% rate on cold outreach. That's a 4x increase. They're pre-sold on you because someone they trust vouched for you. Most photographers hope clients refer them. You need to set up a system to make it happen. What you need is a 90-day follow-up sequence that adds value, rebuilds the relationships, and then asks for referrals at the right moment. It's all about the timing. And the thing that most photographers miss is an incentive that makes referring you attractive. The time investment is 2 to 3 hours to set up once, and then it runs automatically. The expected results are, let's say 20 clients are in the system, expect 10 to respond to the ask, generating 20 referrals with 6 booking at $3,000 average. And that's almost $20,000 in revenue. That's on average $1,000 per past client, which is a lot. This is money you're currently leaving on the table because you deliver photos and never follow up. And just quickly, do the math. How many past clients have you had? And let's say if you take $1,000 for every past client, how much money are you leaving on the table? If you've set up the system, every past client is worth between $500 and $1,000 in terms of referral value. The fourth channel is upselling previous clients. It's maximizing the value of existing client relationships by offering additional services, expanded packages, or ongoing retainers. It works because, again, past clients already trust you. They've seen your work, they know your process, and they're the easiest sale you'll ever make. Most photographers do one shoot and never contact their clients again. So if you have an individual shoot, pitch them on full team packages. If you have one-time projects, get them on quarterly retainers. If you have basic packages, get them on premium add-ons. A few of our photographer clients have implemented the retainer model, and here's how it works. Instead of hoping their clients book them again, they offer guaranteed quarterly access. One 12K a year retainer client is equal to 4 to 6 one-time clients in terms of revenue. Expect to invest about 2 hours a month for reaching out to past clients. And the expected results are that 20 to 30% of past clients will buy again if you ask. And remember that most of them never get asked. So the fifth channel, strategic content. What is it? It's positioning content that builds authority with decision makers, not engagement content that gets likes from other photographers. Most content doesn't work because you're posting behind the scenes and portfolio dumps on platforms where your ideal clients are not looking for photographers. What works instead is, let's say for B2B, LinkedIn content that positions you as an expert, that is solving their business problem. Your ideal clients, who are executives, business owners, marketers, they're on LinkedIn in professional mode. They're not scrolling Instagram. For B2C, Facebook groups where your market actually hangs out. These are local wedding planning groups. These are mom groups, community groups, plus Facebook ads for time-sensitive offers. Now you need to do a shift. You need to go from look at my photos to here's how I can solve your problem. Expect to invest about 2 to 3 posts per week. Your results should be 2 to 5 inquiries per month from people who found your content and are pre-sold on your expertise. So no more, what are your rates? How much do you charge? I need to think about it and let me ask my partner. The 6th channel, strategic networking. So what is it? It's face-to-face relationship building at events where your ideal clients or referral partners congregate. It still works because a lot of high-value business happens through in-person trust building. You're not competing with 32 other photographers that they found on Google. You're the one they met, they liked, and they remember you. For B2B, these are Chamber of Commerce events. These are industry conferences, business networking groups, co-working spaces. For B2C, these are wedding expos, vendor meetups, and community events. Here's a tip. Go to your local city's website, look up any local community events, and make sure to contact the person organizing it and ask them if you can sponsor the event. This will get you a ton of new clients. What you're building are relationships that turn into direct bookings or referral partnerships that send you clients consistently. The time investment should be about 2 events per month. You should expect to get 2 to 5 strong partnership relationships that send 15 to 30 referrals per year. The key is don't pitch, just instead build genuine relationships and follow up within 48 hours. So how do you choose your 3 channels? Obviously, don't try all 6. Pick 3 that make sense for your niche and commit for 90 days. I'm gonna give you some ideas. For corporate and headshot photographers, you should focus on Google SEO, Dream 100 outreach, and LinkedIn content. Why? Your clients are Googling for photographers. You can reach them directly on LinkedIn or email, and LinkedIn positions you as the expert in their professional network. Expect to get 10 to 15 qualified leads per month with 3 to 5 bookings at 2 to 5K, which results in 10K to 20K a month. For wedding photographers, focus on Google SEO, Facebook ads, and Dream 100 partnerships. Brides Google and scroll Facebook when planning. Venue partnerships create a consistent referral pipeline without you doing anything. Expect to get 15 to 25 inquiries every month with 3 to 5 bookings at 3 to 5K, resulting in 12K to 20K a month. For real estate photographers, Google SEO, Dream 100 outbound, and networking. Agents Google when they need a photographer. Direct outreach to top producers also works. And in-person relationships with brokerages create volume that you won't be able to handle. And at that point, you look into outsourcing, scaling, and you're in a pretty good position by then. Expect to get 8 to 12 qualified leads per month with 5 to 8 ongoing agent clients between $8,000 and $15,000 a month recurring. For brand and commercial photographers, focus on LinkedIn content, Dream 100 outreach, and networking. Your clients who are founders, marketers, consultants, they're on LinkedIn. You can reach them directly. Face-to-face builds trust for higher ticket projects. Expect to get 8 to 12 qualified conversations per month with 2 to 4 bookings at 5K to 15K, resulting in $15,000 to $30,000 every month. So how do the channels work together? They don't just add up, they multiply. Here's the flywheel effect. You book a client through outreach, they refer 2 friends. One of those friends works at a company you're already targeting. Then you book that company and meet their marketing agency. Then you partner with that agency. Afterwards, the agency sends you 3 more clients. Those clients find you on Google because your SEO is working. Then they're pre-sold because they see your reviews and portfolio. Then they book and refer more people, and the loop continues. This is like infinite money. The real timeline is, let's say, month 1, you do outreach only. You get 2 bookings at $5,000. By month 3, outreach and first referrals coming in, you're at 4 bookings, $13,000 a month. By month 6, All channels mature and feed each other. That's 6 to 8 bookings at 18 grand to 22 grand every month. Revenue more than tripled because these systems compound. Here's an example. Phoenix Headshot Photographer started with basic outreach. 6 months later, doing between 18 grand and 22 grand a month with the same time investment because the referrals and partnerships kicked in. Most photographers quit between weeks 4 and 8. This is the messy middle where you're doing the work but not seeing the results yet. The truth is that marketing systems take time to build momentum. Month 1, you're building the infrastructure, setting up Google, creating your outreach list, launching referral sequences, and it feels like nothing is happening. By month 2, the first results start appearing. A few responses from outreach, a couple referrals from past clients, and some Google traffic starting. Month 3, your systems start to compound. Referrals increase, partnerships materialize, Google ranking improves. Multiple channels are feeding each other. By month 4 to 6, the flywheel is spinning. You have consistent lead flow. You know where your next month's bookings are coming from. And the photographers who succeed, they push through the messy middle and they see it through. They commit to 90 days before evaluating any results. The photographers who fail, they even try one channel for just 2 weeks, 14 days. They don't see instant results, and then they just go back to posting on Instagram. So here are some real-world examples. Austin corporate photographer sets up Google SEO that generates them 8 inquiries per month. Outreach system that gets them 20 emails a week, generating 2 bookings per month. Then gets referrals from past clients, adding another booking a month. His total is 13 grand to 18 grand per month consistently. And these numbers are realistic because there's photographers who are doing them regularly. There's another Dallas wedding photographer, does Facebook ads with $500 a month spent, bringing 25 inquiries and 3 bookings. $500 a month ad spend, you should get at least 1 to 2 grand in results. This wedding photographer also has 2 active venue partnerships, sending 2 referrals a month. And then Google SEO adding 5 to 8 inquiries per month. And the total is 15 to 20 grand a month, booked 12 months out. This photographer can basically make more money if they scaled. With this system, he could easily scale and get to 40 or 50K a month if he brings on more employees and better systems. But you can be fully comfortable making 15 to 20K a month and not worrying about paying bills for at least a year ahead. Both photographers spend the same 4 to 6 hours a week on marketing, but they're different from the ones posting on Instagram because they're doing the activities that directly generate leads. Now, you obviously have to track. You can't improve what you don't measure. Set up a simple spreadsheet for tracking. For outreach, you need to measure the number of emails sent per week, the response rate, the conversations booked, and how many deals were closed out of that. If you're doing referrals, you should measure how many past clients are in the system, how many referral requests are sent, how many referrals received, and how many of them converted to bookings. You get these percentages, and you need to know what to improve afterwards. For partnerships, keep track of the number of active partners, how many referrals per partner every month, and what's the conversion rate on those referrals. For Google SEO, track the website visitors from Google, the form submissions, and calls from Google Business Profile. Track these numbers weekly, review monthly, and adjust based on what's working. Let me tell you the real problem and why most photographers stay stuck. You just learned about 6 channels that generate real bookings. But here's what happens to most photographers who read this doc and watch this video. They get excited. They try one channel for a week or maybe 2. They don't see instant results. They get discouraged, and then they go back to Instagram, posting and hoping something changes. Why? Because they don't understand how these channels fit into the bigger system. They're trying to implement tactics without understanding the strategy. It's like having all the ingredients for a recipe, but not knowing what order to add them or how long to cook them. You end up with a mess instead of a meal. The 6 channels that I told you about, they're just tactics. What you need is a roadmap that shows you how to get people to actually notice you, how to turn that attention into bookings, how to turn those bookings into a happy client experience that makes more money for you while taking less of your time, how to turn those one-time clients into repeat business and referrals without constantly starting from zero. This is the difference between random tactics and an actual business system. This video would have been just like the 10 other videos on YouTube about photography marketing that just teach you the tactics. But listen, the photographers making 6 figures a year aren't just doing outreach or posting on LinkedIn. They understand how all the pieces fit together into a system that generates predictable revenue. Now you have 2 futures a year from now on. Future 1 is you have tactics but no system. You tried a few things from this guide. You sent some outreach emails. You posted on LinkedIn a few times. You asked a couple clients for referrals. But without understanding how it all connects, you gave up when you didn't see instant results. You're still posting to Instagram or even Facebook, hoping something changes, still getting what's your pricing DMs that go nowhere. You're still booking 2 to 4 clients per month inconsistently. You're still making $3,000 to $10,000 on good months. The algorithm changed again. Your reach dropped even more. AI tools made photography even cheaper. You're working harder for the same money. Even less maybe. You're exhausted. And you're starting to wonder if this business is even viable long term. But there's another brighter future where you understand the system. You took the time to learn the framework. You understood how traffic conversion, delivery, and retention work together. You picked your 3 channels and you knew exactly how they fit into the bigger picture. You did not give up at week 3 because you understood what you were building. 12 months from now, you're in the podium on Google, ranking 1 to 3 for your niche. You're getting 10 to 15 qualified leads per month from multiple channels. 3 to 5 bookings are coming from referrals and partnerships without you lifting your finger. You're making 12K to 20K per month consistently on the low end. You're working 25 hours per week instead of 60. You're booked 8 to 12 weeks out, even turning people away that you don't want to work with. You have a real business with predictable revenue. You know where next quarter's bookings are coming from. And the difference is that you understood the system and not just the tactics. So what's the S2C framework? It stands for stranger to client. It's the complete system that shows you how to turn someone who's never heard of you into a paying client who refers their friends. Most photographers focus on one piece of the system, usually just how do I get more followers, and wonder why nothing works. The S2C roadmap shows you all 4 pieces and how they work together. Step 1 is the traffic, how to get right people to notice you. The second step is conversion, how to pre-sell your clients before they even inquire so you stop dealing with price shoppers, ghosting, and let me think about it. The 4th step is delivery, how to streamline your workflow so you're making more money while working less. You have to stop spending 10 hours editing every shoot. And the last and 4th final step, how to get 10 to 20% more revenue from past clients without constantly finding new ones. This is how the 6 channels you just learned about actually fit into your business. Without this framework, you're guessing which channels to focus on. You're guessing whether you should fix your lead generation or traffic or conversion. You're second guessing it. You're treating symptoms instead of the root problems. And you ultimately just give up because you don't see how it all connects and this video is useless to you. But with this framework, you know exactly what to work on and in what order. You understand why certain tactics work and others don't. You can diagnose what's broken in your business, and you actually have a clear path from where you are to where you want to be. And we're giving this away to you because we want you to succeed. The S2C roadmap document breaks down the entire system. It's in the first link in the description. It shows you what successful photographers are doing that you might be overlooking. It gives you the strategic understanding you need to actually implement the 6 channels from this guide. It's free, there's no catch, and you don't need to buy anything. But here's the truth. Most photographers won't even download it. They'll save this video, tell themselves they'll come back to it later and never do. Because this video is valuable, I'm basically giving you the entire breakdown of how you can get clients. But most photographers will go back to posting reels and hoping the algorithm saves them. You don't want to be like most other photographers. If you're serious about building a real business that generates predictable revenue, click the download button below. Understand how the pieces fit together, and then pick 3 channels and start building. And if you want our help implementing any of this, book a free call with us. We'll walk you through exactly what to do next for your specific situation. There's no pitch, no obligation, just help. But at minimum, get the roadmap in the link in the description. It's free. It takes 15 minutes to read, and it might be the difference between still struggling 12 months from now and having the business you actually want. If you want our one-on-one help, click the second link in the description. There's a calendar, book a time that works, and we'll go from there. But at minimum, get the Goldmine S2C roadmap. You don't want to be like the other photographers. You want to start building a sustainable business. You want to figure out how to implement these marketing channels. You need more context. Click the first link in the description, and I'll see you inside.